Hi guys, it's Angie. I'm finishing a piece of chocolate, so hopefully it's not in my tea. Anyway, welcome to my floss tube video. It is May 2nd, so I have some April stats to share with you. I have some fully finished stuff to share with you that was kind of spur of the moment, so kind of a surprise to me. And I have some acquisitions to show you, so I have stuff. I guess let's go ahead and start with the stats, because the stats for April are small in number as far as what I actually did. I worked on the same project the entire month until like the last 4 days of April, and then I shifted. So, and when I say I worked on the same thing for the whole month, I did for the whole month when I actually brought out my stitching. I did not stitch every single day. With school and everything, it's not possible to stitch every day, so I don't. So I'm happy with what I do each month, because it's a lot better this semester than it was last semester when I just skipped 3 whole months. So I worked on Garden Prelude. That was the one I mainly worked on. I stitched on that 11 different times, 11 different days, and I totaled 7,474 stitches on Garden Prelude. I pulled out Ornate Halloween. Some of you might remember that. If not, obviously you'll see it soon, because I kind of just want to get it finished so I can say, hey, look, I've got something done, but also so that it's one more thing off my list. But I only got 570 stitches in that, and I worked on it for 2 days, and I'll tell you why. And then a project called Phantom, which you will see that you shouldn't know anything about. And I worked on that actually the last day of April. So one day for 360 stitches. So my total stitch count for April was 8,404 stitches. And I went up to like the very last second, like just before midnight, when I finally put Phantom away, because I just really wanted to stitch until midnight. Honestly, I wanted to use this last weekend to do 24 hours of cross stitch, because the previous weekend was 24 hours of cross stitch marathon, and I love participating, and I really wanted to participate. Unfortunately, Saturday was senior prom, and my senior daughter decided kind of at the last minute that she was gonna go with a friend to prom. So Friday night was, hey, we gotta update her dyed hair because it had faded. We didn't have to. Jordy, stop it. But we wanted to. And she didn't have shoes to go with the dress that she'd bought, so we had to go out and buy shoes. And by the time I got back, I was kind of tired, and I started stitching. And then Saturday was, okay, there was yard work, there was housework. Anyway, so I did not stitch hardly at all on Saturday. And then my daughter went to prom. And then Sunday, I want to say Sunday was, I don't know. Something happened on Sunday, I just don't remember what it was. Anyway, so I didn't stitch at all, pretty much. So I was gonna do it this last weekend, but again, things kind of got in the way. So Friday night I had this whole, Saturday night, it didn't work. One of these days I might get some 24 hours in, but, okay, before I start showing you all the fun stuff that I got, let me show you my full finish, and hopefully my dog doesn't try to steal them out of my hand because he thinks they're toys. Red, White, and Bloom, I had finished. I don't even remember when I finished that. Was that last year or this year? Who knows? Anyway, my whole plan, and I'm pretty sure in one of my videos I showed you, I bought this little container with the letters USAA. If you, Brenda Gervais, Red, White, and Bloom, the cover of that, if I have the picture, I don't think I still have the picture because I think I finished these last year and I got rid of the cover photo. but if I find the picture, I'll put it up here. Anyway, I really liked how the cover of the patterns, it's a series of 5 patterns. I really like how the cover displays them. So I pretty much bought everything the exact way it was. So the plan is to make pillows out of those patterns, and they just sat and sat and sat, and I went and I got fabric for the back of the pillows and everything, and finally on Saturday I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna make them. So I got a combination of red fabric with gold stars and blue fabric with gold stars because it's red, white, and bloom. I am not a professional finisher by any means. These are really sloppy. They're not even. I'm pretty sure you can see the glue seeping out, but you know what? I don't care. So we have red, white, and bloom. And then I just did rickrack on the sides to kind of cover up my mistakes, which there were many. Then we have the little flag with the flower, sunflower and the woman. This one has mini rickrack, and on some of them I tried to do opposite colors because I thought maybe that would look fun, like on this one. So I've got the eagle on the watering can with the red fabric on the back and the blue rickrack. I think it's called rickrack. I like to pretend that I know what I'm doing. Uncle Sam, this is one where I'm like, I don't know. I cut it maybe too close to the pattern. Blue fabric with red rickrack. I like the way it looks on some of them, and just the little mini sunflower pillow. This is probably the worst of all the pillows, the blue on the back. And so now I just have to paint the letters, and I'm gonna stain the little tray, and then these will go in the tray with the letters, and then hopefully I can reuse the tray because eventually I'm gonna get the Jack-o'-lantern Jubilee. I think I showed you guys before that I got the Love Notes. Same designer, same basic ideas, that you stitch them all on these pieces of fabric and then turn them into little pillows. Normally he sleeps when I film. All right, what else did I get? Well, you could say, what didn't I get? I decided I needed to, I really, really enjoy stitching on mirabilias. I discovered this. He's so upset with me. So I ordered some new mirabilias. Jordy, stop. I'm sorry, you guys. My dog is like an attention hog right now. So I decided, and I know in the past I have said I'm not a fan of mermaids. But then I hung Dark Queen of the Sea in a bathroom, and I realized mermaids go really well in bathrooms. He's trying to get the toy I took away from him because I'm so mean. So I ordered some Mirabilia mermaids. I ordered, what is this one called? Mermaids of the Deep Blue. And I believe this is Mermaid Perfume. So I ordered those. I don't know when I'm going to start them. It's going to be a little while because I also bought some special fabric to go with it. But that fabric I ordered it from Bestitch Me like 2 weeks ago, but it's going to take a while because it wasn't already dyed fabric. So it's just going to be, eventually it will show up. So I do not have plans to start this immediately because I have to wait for it to show up. But amongst those, I also, this is not the right one. I think this is it. I ordered, because I have loved this ever since I saw Teresa Little Stitcher stitching on this, and I've wanted it forever, and I finally just broke down and bought it. Winter White Santa, because I mean seriously, the colors alone, look at them. And for this one, normally I try to go with some kind of a fun looking fabric, but for this one I actually really liked the way it looked in the picture, so I just ordered the called for fabric. I feel like this with all those bright colors will just work. swimmingly. Now, Winter White Santa is fully kitted. I asked my husband which one he thought I should start first because I am close enough to have finished with another pattern that I was wanting to start this one. Well, I wanted to start one of the new ones, and he said, can you get this one done by Christmas? And I said, probably not, but he wanted me to work on this one. So Winter White Santa is my soon start. Sorry. Next, I got my fabric of the month from Be Stitch Me Fabrics. So again, 40 count, 18 by 27 even weave. This is called Rainy Day, which is so pretty. And I decided, because I have a bunch of patterns from Autumn Lane Stitchery, small ones, and I kind of want to use all my 40 counts to do those so that they're small ornament sized. And I think this will work on at least 1 or 2 of them, but I could probably fit 2 or 3 on each of these. So this month I got a pack. It's called Jewel Tones. So 10 yards of Guardian, which is, I mean, I wouldn't call this a jewel tone just because it's gold, and gold to me isn't a jewel, but like I get why it's in this pack. This one is called Witchy, 10 yards, which is gorgeous. I love jewel tones. This is probably my favorite, Peacock. It's like one of my favorite colors of blue is this teal jewelish color of blue. Blood Moon and Nebula. So those are my April Silk Club jewel tones. And then I also, because I have the 25 yards, this one is called Laser Tag. This reminds me of Stranger Things or Bowling Alley Carpets. And this one is called Dandelion. So pretty. So that was my silk and fabric of the month from Be Stitch Me. Okay, let's see what else. I know I have some other stuff. Oh, this just came today too. I ordered another bag from Stitch and Button. One of these days, you guys, I'm going to be on the ball. And I will link her shop in my description. And I keep saying I'm going to do that, and I keep forgetting to do it because, you guys, I'm not always with it. Oh, okay. All right. Oh. She gave me some little fabric or floss keeps. Comes with this is a new project bag, and she always inserts a thing so you can say, here's my project designer, fabric start date and everything. Here's her card in case I forget. And because if you didn't already know what a big fan I am, she had a Stranger Things bag, and much like Nightmare Before Christmas, I cannot say no thank you to this. So I said, me please. And I love it, and I cannot wait to put something fun in this, which will be later today when I get back to stitching. I was a little spend happy at the end of April. All right, and I'm sorry, you're probably gonna have a lot of glare, but let me see if I can find these. Okay, I bought, the first thing I bought, oh gosh, you guys, from Autumn Lane Stitchery. I bought Uncle Sam. Is that what it's called? Uncle Sam? Yep. Okay. I bought Santa Claus. Isn't he cute? He is so cute. Rudolph. So this is the one I think I can do on my rainy days here. And last but not least, I bought this Phantom Kitty. It's actually called, no, it's called Phantom, just Phantom. This one is for my youngest daughter, who is interested very much in cats and kind of gothic looking things. And so they chose this one. And then I also picked up a new memorabilia. It's coming with all of its threads and all of its beads. I'm just waiting for it to arrive. So it'll probably, you'll see it on the next video, because I'm working on one memorabilia for my oldest daughter. So I let my other daughter choose a memorabilia for me to work on. And I will show that one to you when it gets here. That is everything I bought, you guys. We are 30 minutes into this video. How about I show you some stitching now? Okay, first ornate. For those of you who don't remember, I started this Halloween of 2020. And then I was gonna work on it last year, but school. This is where I got to. I worked on this during the last 24 hours of cross stitch because I had some mistakes. I want to finish this. I am almost done with this. The problem is that it is a mixture of Krynic and regular, not Krynic. I'm using the DMC light effects, and it's awful, and I hate it, and stitching is painful. But I'm so far done that I'm just at the stage where I'm like, okay, I just need to force myself. I need to force myself to do like 100 stitches a night, and then maybe I can just be done with it. Because it looks fantastic, and when I'm all done with this is going to be fabulous. I just don't enjoy stitching on it right now because of the thread, not because of the pattern. I love the pattern. I'm a Halloween fiend. It's the threads, and I should have known better. Should have known better. So that is what I worked on there. I pulled out, I'm using this for its bappening in Semi-Sane Stitchers and for my monthly focus. Last month, my monthly focus piece was Garden Prelude, but I am so close to being finished with that one now that I didn't want to use it as a focus piece this month. So that is what Giant Harry Potter is going to be, so that I can hopefully finish it this month. Maybe. I'm not too far away from that being a possibility. So I finished up the Weasley twin, and then I started Victor Crumb. And mainly what I did is I actually went through, figured out where I was going to put all, because I'm doing a lot of my own additions to this pattern. I'm changing some things around. If you want to see some of those changes, either I will go through it all again when I'm finished and show you everything I added and changed, or you can go back. There's some other videos where I've worked on this and I can show you those changes there. But I went through my pattern and I drew in everywhere that I was going to have new additions and changes. And so that's what I worked on. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to work on tonight when I'm done here. I started Phantom, so I didn't get very far, but for Phantom, here is where I'm at, just the top of the kitty's head and one ear. And then in Phantom, it calls for like gold treasure braid. I'm actually going to replace that with silver, because I feel like with this beautiful gray fabric, which I can't remember the name of it. This is Stonehenge by Be Stitch Me Fabric. And it is a 27 count. I let my daughter go through all of the fabrics that I had. And this is what she picked. So there's this. And then last but not least, I am going to show you Garden Prelude. Now, if you are new here, I started Garden Prelude forever ago. Not really forever ago. It was probably a year or so ago. And my daughter had asked for a yellow dress instead of a teal dress. So I started it, and this is what it looked like. And I got this far in it, and while it looks okay, there is not enough contrast between the yellows and the light colors, and I was not happy with it. So I flipped the fabric over and restarted with where I adjusted the colors, flipped the fabric over, and restarted. And while it is not as, like, I would have preferred a softer yellow colored dress, I just couldn't, I'm not that experienced with picking my own colors and stuff. So this is what I ended up with, and I still have to unpick the rest of the dress from above, but this is where I'm at, you guys. Let me see if I can, you know what? You're gonna see parts of the old dress. I take a little time every now and then and unpick. So here's the old dress, but here is where I'm at, you guys. I've got the entire bottom of the dress done. So now I'm just moving on to the bodice. And look at that. Isn't that so much clearer than what was in that picture? I am a little worried. Well, no, I think I have enough room at the top for her head. I counted to make sure, but I still feel like I probably started that a little too high, but we'll see. I'll make it work. If I have to take fabric off and sew it on the top, I'll make it work. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I can recount. I know I counted once before just to make sure, but I can recount. I'm pretty sure I am. I'm good. I'm good. I'm sorry, you guys. My dog is being exceptionally whiny today, and he's fine. He was out just before I started filming. He's got food right there. He's got water. He's got everything he needs. He's just thinking that he wants some attention. Stop being noisy, sweetie. Here's your good boy. I did frame my 11Z's pattern that I finished a while ago. I really don't like how it turned out. It's not even in the frame. It looks stupid. So I'm not going to show it to you because I'm going to try something else with it. And when I finish that and figure it out, I will let you know. I also was going to start working on putting together my laundry trio to hang up, but I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do that. But it's sitting downstairs next to my sewing machine, so I can be ready to go with that. I'm almost done with school this semester. I finished one class with an A. That was my easiest of classes. So that one's done. And then this is my last week of school. Today I just had my last history class. I just have to turn in my paper. I think right now, as long as I get a 70% on that paper, I will get an A in the class. So wish me luck on that, because she's being very, not complaining like, oh, she's so unfair. Because no, she's not. She's a very good teacher. I've enjoyed her class very much, but she's being very, very particular about how she wants things written in papers and very critical of specific parts of my paper. So I've had to go and do a lot of revamping, and that's not to say she's obnoxious or anything. It's just she's expecting a certain type of product that I'm just working towards putting together. I think right now I have a paper that I would say is at least a B paper. I'm not going to assume it's any better than that, but we'll see. And then I had to do a video essay where I actually had to find clips of the movie, of a specific scene, and then I had to analyze it, but I had to do it all on video with voiceover and everything, which I've never done before. It was crazy, but fun. But I have one more class for film, and then I have my final for that one. Hopefully I'll get my video essay grade back. Right now I have a 99.1% in his class, so I can get a 50% on my final exam and still get an A in his class. So I'm not worried about that at all. My history is the only one I really want to get an A, because it will be the first time in my entire life that I will have gotten straight A's in a semester. So, and this may be the last opportunity I have to get that, because if I get into come here. If I get into the vet tech, I sent in my application last week. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is my life today. If I get into the program, the classes might be a lot harder than what I've been taking now, so I'm not going to assume that I stand a chance of getting straight A's after this semester, but we'll see. So I don't know when I'm supposed to find out. I applied, I did everything I could. I have a 3.8 GPA and I'm on the dean's list, so, and I'm, you know, shadowing at a vet clinic, so I've met every requirement they have. I'm just hoping that it's enough, so we'll see. I don't know when I'm supposed to find out. At some point. Okay, stop. Come here. Come over here. Okay. Okay. All right, this guy is needing attention, so I am gonna get off, and I don't know when. I don't have class, but I am applying for a full-time position at the vet clinic, so we'll see. If I end up working, I'll probably stick to the every 2 week schedule. If I don't, then I may just go back to my weekly schedule until school starts again. If I'm even in school, who knows? We'll see. But all right, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks for hanging out with me and sharing all of my purchases and stitchy stuff with me. So we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.